on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Patterson to start the drive. A nice little juke. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that just...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. D'Angelo Malone brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. It's a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Patterson again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The extra point by McPherson up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go. 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Shot, 17. 52 blaster.
They'll look to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken way up at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Black ultra. 6, 7. Hey, don't beat me.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
11 empty. 11 empty.
4 yards.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they work this out past the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
D'Angelo Malone in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11. 11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson for good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On second down, here's Mixon.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Burrow. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Touchdown, Bengals! Darrell Daniels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run
run with Patterson.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get hot. Stand it. Ultra. Don't ultra. Get hot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He will find his man Chase complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Finding room at midfield. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw again on second down. Burrow.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Toss left side, Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Check, man. Yellow, blue. White, blue.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
2nd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Ritter will throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in from 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were buoyed, Chuck.